Hi, I'm Zika, and I'm back. I'm in a studio now, and we're gonna pretend that that is why it took me so long to upload this, not procrastination. Thank you! Okay, so far we've talked about a few different kinds of modes. While modes make up the basic key of a song, we can add even more pizzazz to a piece by using interesting chord types. Today we'll go over all the different kinds of triads you'll see. I'm Zika, and this is Music Theory Crash Course. So first, what is a triad? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. 3 different notes, but they can be played melodically or harmonically. And there are many different kinds of triads out there. But first, we gotta understand intervals. Now, an interval is any distance between 2 notes. The number of half steps between these notes is how it is defined. I'll be using definitions of major, minor, perfect, and the scale degrees. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to go too much into depth on what exactly that means, because you can still visualize the intervals without it, but if you'd like to see a full-length video on it, comment below and I'd love to make it for you. Okay, so the first triad to talk about is a major. It is composed of a major third and a minor third. It sounds happy and tends to be pretty recognizable for most people. Next, we have a minor chord. It is made up of a minor third and a major third. Notice how they're the same intervals as the major, just flipped? That's because these chords are pretty much counterparts. Neither has any sort of clash or dissonance, so they sound fairly clean. To compare, let's look at a more dissonant chord. Diminished. A diminished chord is just like a minor chord if you moved the 5th scale degree down a half step. It is made up of 2 minor thirds stacked on top of each other, and it sounds like this. Ooh, that's crunchy. Another very similar chord to that is the augmented triad, and this one is actually just like the major chord if you raised the 5th scale degree a half step. So made up of 2 major thirds. Surprisingly though, it sounds a lot more like the diminished chord than it does the major, at least in my opinion. It's made up of 2 major thirds, and it sounds like this. Nice! That's all of the basic triads out of the way. Next time, we'll cover all the more complicated triads, like sus chords and the add chord. But I have one question for you. Would you rather see content like this more often, or would you like to see more performance content as well? Also, would you like it if I switched more to YouTube, or should I stay here on TikTok? Please leave your answers in the comments. It's greatly appreciated. I'm Zika, and this has been Music Theory Crash Course. Good night!